Going live, going live, going live, going live, going live. We're live. It's YouTube Live. We're talking about here. Hello, and welcome to another Sound Interface educational guitar video. Well, what we're going to do today. We've been looking at some more advanced stuff, haven't we, for you serious guitar slingers out there, looking at using different chords. And so, just interesting stuff. Just getting an interesting sound out of the instrument. And so today we are going to look at working around something called a minor pentatonic scale. And the minor pentatonic scale is probably the most used scale in guitar playing. It's very, very, very flexible, very versatile, and it can be used in loads of different types of music. So here we go. How on earth do we play a minor pentatonic scale? And why is it called a minor pentatonic scale? It's called a minor pentatonic scale because it's got 5 notes, and pent meaning 5, pentagon, and pentatonic, 5 notes. Now you may say this, so I'm going to play it to you first. Now you'll say, and rightly so, hang on, there's more than 5 notes there. You're having a laugh, you know. Well, no, there is only 5 notes. It's just the same 5 notes repeated. That's all. So it's a 5-note scale, and the things you can do with 5 notes is pretty impressive. So how do we play it? We start on string 6 fret 5, and using your finger 1. Then we're going to go to string 6 fret 8. Fret 8? Fret 8? It's impossible, can't reach that. It's a good old stretch, but it's better than doing that. And I'll explain why in a bit. So 5 to 8. Is it that time already? 5 to 8. 5 to 7. Oh, missed me note. 5 to 7. Try again. 5 to 7 on string 4. 5 to 7 on string 3. 5 to 8 on string 2. So we're back to the little finger now. And 5 to 8 on string 1. So let's run through that again. 5 to 8, and look at my fingers per frets. We're covering 4 frets. We've got 4 fingers, so let's use them all. 5 to 8 with your little finger. 5 to 7 with fingers 1 and 3. 5 to 7 with fingers 1 and 3 again on string 4. String 3, 5 to 7. String 2, 5 to 8. And string 1, 5 to 8. And a really good thing for you to practice, again, you might say, it's a scale though, it's boring. Yeah, I know, so's this. That's a scale. No, I don't think that's boring. I think that's the sort of thing that you think, oh, really, God, I wish I could play that, when you're pushing to be a guitarist. I certainly did. It's a scale. So don't think of it as just really slow, it will grow, I promise you. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to walk up and down the scale. So here we go. Walking up. What do we do when we get to the top? Oh, I have to walk back down again. It's like Jack and Jill, this is. Jack and Jill went up a scale. If you can sort of get it to around that speed, then you'll be doing well. And it suddenly becomes second nature. Some people can even talk while they're playing it. There you go. So then what do we do with the scale? Well, there's all sorts of stuff we can do. First of all, we are going to try something called, and this again is something that you can take forward with you, alternate picking. Incredibly important. If you want to do this, then you've got to know how to alternate picking, just like we strum down, up, down, up. Then we do it on single strings as well. So I'm going to show you a brilliant exercise This was taught to me by my great tutor many years ago. And it's an alternate picking exercise through your scale. But there's a couple of weird things we do. We don't start or finish on the first note. Really? And I'll explain why. So we're going to start on string 6, fret 8, and we're going to pick down. Bong. Then string 5, fret 7, which is our next note, is going to be an up pick. String 5, fret, that's string 5, fret 5 is going to be an up pick. Then string 5, fret 7 is a down. String 4, fret 5 is an up. So it's down to the next note, then up, then down, then up on string 2, fret 5, down on string 2, fret 8, up on string 1, fret 5. We miss the last note out. Okay, and go back on a down at string 2, fret 8, up, down on a string 3, fret 7, up on string 3, fret 5, down on string 4, fret 7, up on string 4, fret 5, down on string 5, fret 7, up, I've even forgot what we're doing, and then finish on a down. Now, you'll finish there on a down, and I couldn't make, when I first started doing this, I thought, this is ridiculous. We're missing 2 notes out. It's an outrage, I say. Well, it's not an outrage at all, because it keeps your picking pattern nice and fluent. So you can do this. And you can just keep that flowing. It's a great way of learning the scale. And also a very good way of alternate picking. There you go. Don't play last note like that. Alright, so stop the video, rewind it, go through that, learn it, learn how to do it, because it's really, really important. And if you want to learn to burn, set that fretboard on fire, boy, then you're going to have to learn to alternate pick. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, so let's look at a couple of alternate picking ideas. So we've done the scale, and that works a treat. Now we're going to go up the fretboard. We're going to do one string at a time, and we're going to learn to do something called trilling. And again, this is an advanced technique, but I have got some primary pupils who can trill. Plectrum's really important on this one, because I've got a very sharp edged plectrum, like an arrowhead. And if you've got very sharp plectrum, it goes over the strings really quickly. So what would you do? You'd set your metronome, click, 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 click. If you can do 4 notes, could be picky with one hand, clicking with the other. Oh, get me. If you can do 4 notes per beat, then up the speed on your metronome. Metronomes are free. I say if you've got a phone. If you've got a phone. That's like saying if you've got an head. Just download a metronome off the internet. I say they're free. Or go on Google and put free metronome. And it just comes up. And it can tick, 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 da, 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 da. And then when you can do that, just up your speed a little bit more. And then a bit more. And eventually, you get to the point where you're playing really fast. So I'm going to show you a couple of nice little runs you can do. And these are one-fingered runs. It's a nice run, that. So I'm trilling, I'm doing that. And I'm using one finger. So I'm going from finger down to open string. So it's 5, string 1, and then it's open. Then it's to 7, then to 8. But when you get your trilling really quick, Great. Then we go to the next note in the scale. We're playing a minor scale, but we're doing it on one string. So we've gone from 5 to 7 to 8, and now we're going to go to fret 10. Fret 12. Now, fret 12 is quite important because you can start working your way back now if you want to, or you can carry on up to fret 17. The dizzy hates fret 17. So we're going fret 12. I'll just play it slowly without the trill, because you can play it without the trill. Fret 13. Fret 15. Oh my days, I didn't know it had 15 frets. Then finished at fret 17, which is the same note as this, but it's what's called an octave higher. Okay. So you've covered an octave. There you go. That's a really nice trilling run. Not chilling run, it's a trilling run. So, and you can just muck about with this. That's the key. Get that going. Just a cool thing to know. Just a cool thing to know. Right, okay then. What can be the next one? Oh, this is tough. This is. I want to leave you on a really, really, really tough challenge. Tough as old boot leather. This challenge. You're going to play those 3 notes, but you're going to use fingers per frets. This is something I teach in secondary school mainly. But I have had some primary school pupils who have really excelled, and they've done it. They've managed to do this, and like, wow, I'll explain in a minute. So I'm going to sort of. It's this little walking thing, 8 to 7 to 5. That index stays there all the time. And then I slide up and go 10 to 8 to 7. This is a big stretch coming up, 8 to 10 to 12. Ooh. And then back. That's a big picking pan. That has a lot going on there. That is a lot going on. But you know what? Why not have something to aspire to? Right, let's think of one other thing. Okay, right, we're going to now trill through a minor scale down at the bottom end, and now I'm going to play string 5 fret 2, string 5 fret 3. It's tricky bit swapping strings. String 4 played open. 4 fret 2, 4 fret 3. Now you've got to swap strings. And finish on that string 3 played open to string 3 fret 2. So that's it, play slowly. What you have to do when you swap strings, doing this slowly at first, you're not going to do that straight away. You've got to build up to it. You might as well just be honest to yourself and just build up to it. Use that metronome we talked about, and you'll be fine. You'll get there before you can be in 2 shakes of a donkey's tail. That's the old saying, isn't it? What 2 shakes of a donkey's tail mean? It should be 2 wags of a donkey's tail, shouldn't it? Why is it 2 shakes of a donkey's tail? So what we do is I'm sort of going down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then I swap to the next string. Now I'm going to string 3, swap string on the down, and it makes it really easy. Pass it down. Get your speed going. Get that speed up. And your changes are really smooth. There you go. The key is do it slowly at first. If you do it, if you say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to trill," no, you're not. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. I really wish it did, but it doesn't. You have to start slowly. You can't say, "I'm going to start trilling at full pelt," because you'll never get. You won't understand what's going on. Just take it slowly, and you'll be absolutely fine. You'll have a great time trilling, and like I say, it's a great technique to learn. So, you know, rock guitar trilling. Well, good stuff. So there we are, trilling on a 6-string semi-acoustic guitar, and you can use any stringed instrument really. Okay, happy trilling.